What's up, guys? Zach here. Okay, so as you can see, I made the speed paint as well as this video for a very specific reason. In case you could not tell already, I have finally hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. To be honest, I don't even know how I did it or what I did to deserve it, but then again, I appreciate it so much. And as this art thingy, I don't know how to explain it, goes on, I might as well explain how I started it all in the first place. Okay, here we go. So, for several years, ever since I started watching Ed's World, I was like, what, 13? Yeah. Like, after seeing some of the stuff that Ed made, I've always wanted to, like, start my own channel, you know, like, create my own skits, animations, gotcha stuff, whatever, even voice acting once in a while. I wanted to do all of that, but then again, I was a kid, so I wasn't allowed to start a channel back then. And then, I've just been, like, making these little gotcha animations, flip a clip stuff to save the photos all to myself, just to, like, get a bit of practice on it, you know what I mean? And while I continued to make all that stuff, I was in school, right? 2 years later, like, sophomore year, that was when I met two of my friends, Crow and Super Mario Kirby Guy. Crow is also known as Shroom Bay. You can go sub to them, yeah. They're on my homepage as well, so you can find them easy. But anyways, they showed me the stuff that they made on their own channels, and I'm like, wow, you guys are, like, really creative with that. And hell, they were nice enough to include me in some of their stuff, and it really made me feel, like, inspired and cared for. And while I continued to make my own stuff, like, whenever I made something new, I would always show them, like what new skit or animation meme that I've done, and half of them pretty much would just include them, and they were amazed, surprisingly. They would just be saying stuff like, wow, that's actually really good, keep it up, man. And I was very surprised by that. Like, half the time, I didn't think any of the older things I made specifically were that good, but they cheered on for me. They kept me going, and I'm really happy to have friends like them. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. And I was in an Ed's World phase for, like, a very long time, but that was until I got into glitch productions. Starting off with, like, The Amazing Digital Circus, I got into that first, and then, like a month or two later, that's when I got into Murder Drones, and I started making more content about them, and I just kept going with that, making more drawings and plush skits and whatnot. And one day, I asked my dad if I could finally start a channel, and after a quick discussion, we finally set it all up, and I finally had a channel. My friends, they supported me, and I uploaded my very first video, and of course, it didn't get a lot of views, and I wasn't surprised by it because I had a feeling at the very start that I wasn't gonna get this big. But then, like, maybe at least a couple weeks after, that's when I started getting more and more subs day to day. And it most likely started because of my How to Raise Your N plush video. And I just continued on with the rest of the plushies in the series. Like, Uzi, she got popular really, really fast. And, speaking of which, I want to say, I want to announce who inspired me to make all this stuff. Starting up with the plush videos, there's one that I used to be friends with, but I'd rather not say it out loud because it's difficult to talk about it. But I just kept going from there. I enjoy making plush videos. And it was also technically inspired by Glitch Productions, especially with their merch ads and everything. Keep going, guys. You are awesome. Even better than regular advertisements. Like, yeah. But anyways, as for my ASMRs, they were mostly, and I mean very almost 95% inspired by my partner, Mackenzie. It all started when I was looking for Murder Drones ASMR, right? Specifically N, and then I found one of his stuff, and I listened to it, and I'm like, holy crap, this is actually pretty good. And for several months before I finally had a channel, I just kept hearing his ASMRs, and they were like the best thing for me. I was a huge fan. And once I finally got it, I started commenting on his stuff, and not even after like a week or so, we started talking to each other on Discord, and surprisingly, we became friends really, really fast, and within the next week or two after, we started getting feelings for each other, and I'm like, wait, holy shit, how did this happen? Like, I was only a huge fan, he was an idol of mine. And then, not even a week after, we just started, like, you know, becoming a thing. But then again, I was really happy that we got together. And I still am. We've been together for, like, 7 months. Yeah. And, shortly after, that's when I started officially talking to Winter. You know, ever since the beginning, she's always been very sweet, sassy, very sassy. That's, like, my favorite quality about her. But, she's also very protective of people that she especially cares about, as well as very encouraging. She encourages me to stand up for myself when I'm feeling bullied or something, and she would always try to lighten me up whenever I'm upset, and I highly appreciate that. Thank you, Winter. I love you so much. Now, as for Mike, he was always very kind, very smart, and he is also kind of shy and awkward, which is highly understandable because I'm like that too. Overall, he's always been a good friend, and he's a lot of fun to talk with. Keep being you, Mike. You're awesome. With all of us together as a whole group, we've had some rough patches in the past before, but overall, we've stayed pretty strong, and like, I really hope that this continues for us because I really care about every single one of them as well as their well-being. Speaking of rough patches, I had quite a few struggles in 2024. That year has been so hard for me. I was struggling with what to do after graduation, as well as struggling to find a job, and I've had some relationship issues in the past, and I was going through some depression, especially after what happened a couple of months ago, when, like, these guys just kept, like, bullying me, as well as some other people have been stealing my content, which people out there don't do that. It's not cool. But thankfully, we've been through it all. I was pretty strong the whole time, and I wouldn't have gotten through it without all of you. You've been supporting me this whole time. You're awesome. You're wonderful. You're very sweet. And I'm really happy that you guys are there to just keep me going, even when I make some content that I especially don't think is that good. So then again, I'm more than willing to keep making art, ASMR, animations, and plush videos for you guys. And hey, maybe I'll make some more AMVs or YTP edits in the future, if you guys want more of that. But before I sign off here, I just want to give very special thanks to all my friends, all my family, for helping me through whatever problems I have, and just simply encouraging me to just be myself. Thank you guys. And once again, I just want to say I very much appreciate the 50,000 subscribers I received within the past 7 or 8 months. I love you all so much. But, yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. So, bye for now, drones and buddies. I hope you stay safe, and take care. P.S. Uzi has a message for you. Bite me! Okay, bye.